Hi, I'm Conor Shields. I'm convener of the ArtsMatterNI campaign, and I just want to have a quick word with you about some of the figures that we've put into the public domain recently in supporting our demand for equality of access to the arts and parity of funding with our neighbours in our neighbouring jurisdictions, i.e. in the Republic, Wales, Scotland and England. So recent campaign information hasn't necessarily compared like with like financially, because only Wales and Northern Ireland share a similar model of funding within the Arts Council and public funding generally. However, we've now developed some research which gives us a better understanding and a better platform to compare like with like. Now, there's a lot of figures on this, but there are some key figures here. Here is a revalorized, in other words, the bottom line from the department has increased. And if we look at what the department gave in exchequer funding and what the Arts Council were budgeting in lottery for the year, this gives us a full amount of public funding available. And it gives us a platform then to compare the funding available here with the funding available in Scotland, where of course lottery is a component of the Creative Scotland programme, England, where lottery is a big component of the National Portfolio programme and a range of other supports, and of course Wales and the Republic, where their national lottery supports quite a lot of the Creative Ireland and the Arts Aileen funding as well. So we're pretty sure that we've got it closer to a good comparative baseline. And in that comparison, the figures are quite stark. So instead of saying that we were having difficulty reaching the £5 level, when you roll in everything in terms of lottery and the revalorised, the upped bottom line from last year with additional monies that came in, we're on £9.62 per head per capita for the year. But in the Republic, they're at £14.50 equivalent, in Wales £13.94, Scotland £11.56 and England £10.56. Giving that average of £12.64, meaning that on average we are 31% less well off in terms of access to the resources, access to arts funding. Now, if we were to take the baselines over the last 2 years and extrapolate them forward for the next 10, those that are doing well would find themselves up here with the Republic on an equivalent of £31. But on the trends that we have seen over the last 2 years, and indeed are being projected into the next 2, we drop by another third down to £6.40 per head per year. That would mean we would need 326% more just to catch up with the average across these other 4. If we looked at the worst case scenario, we could drop as far down as £2.68, because of course lottery funding is dropping as well. And if we don't offset lottery funding, then with exchequer funding, then we're going to have real issues in 10 years' time, if not long before. So we know we've had years of cuts. We also know that we can expect more cuts, because the department has modelled these cuts already and has indicated that next year, 1920, the level of cut might be 8 or 12%. This year they modelled 8%, but it was reduced to 4. When you look at following the money, it was about 5.2% because of additional monies that were put into the budget last year. If we see these trends continue, in 10 years' time, the difference is striking and stark. The Republic of Ireland will be on over £31 per head of population. Wales, something similar, around 30. Scotland, around £25. England, around £23. Northern Ireland, £2.60 per head of population. This is an emergency situation for arts funding. If we want to have a creative society, a creative economy, if we want to support individuals, communities, schools, people to get creatively active, we need to turn this situation around. We need to fight the cuts, and we need to urge government to find the money. We're only asking for equality of opportunity. Surely this society is worth it. Surely individuals here are worth just as much as individuals anywhere else. We don't want to be ignored. We don't want to be undervalued. We want equality of access, and we want parity of public funding support for the arts. It's simple. We need your support for the ArtsMatterNI campaign. We need to fight the cuts. We need to find the money. We need to support and love the arts. Thank you.